What's going on, YouTube? It's the Green Shiz in one of my last week of basement videos. Sad but true. So PSA did an update. I literally posted a video yesterday talking about PSA releasing an update at the end of this year, possibly. And it's upon us. It was literally upon us that same day after my video posted. In the video, I said the next release would be basically $100 tier level, which is exactly what they did. So they now have a $100 tier level, or it's going to be rolling out now, essentially. So I'm just going to read straight from this thing here. So specifically, the first phase will involve virtual queuing events. Regular submissions will be priced at $100 per card, with a limited number of allocations awarded in each event. So basically, each person that has an account will be allotted a certain number of cards you're allowed to submit at $100. It's not bad. It's okay. $100 is almost to that point where I want to grade cards I like to keep myself and not plan to flip. Very infrequent amount. Cards like the Galarian Zapdos that I've always liked. That card recently sold for a PSA 10 over $250. So if I bought one for $50 and was able to get a PSA 10, it technically would not lose a ton of money at that point. So totally excited about a $100 price level coming out. That is one step closer, just destroying every single grading company that's out there. Nobody, as soon as these people get it down to $25 it'll be a little while. It'll be a while, I think, for that to happen. And when it does, it'll be similar. You'll be allotted a certain amount of submissions, so it'll be kind of contained, so they're not getting completely dumped on. So basically, with the plan of this, they know how many people hold accounts. So they're saying, okay, say, for example, these 200 accounts can only submit 200 cards. So now they know exact maximum amount of cards they're going to receive within this month. Completely controlled how it should be. Obviously, there's going to be those people that want to get back to normal business, the middlemen, the vendors. Hopefully they can have something they could work around it some way. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but really interesting to see how it plays out there. I am ecstatic. I cannot wait for PSA to be at a cheaper price level, because holy cow, do I got some stuff in store for them. I've been submitting a lot to CGC, but I definitely am looking forward, because I definitely have way more success at getting 10s at PSA, as I've proven. I just did that one PSA Express. It was, what, 12 cards? 10 cards. I got 4 10s, and the rest were 9s. So they're all right there. I knew exactly what I was looking for, and I would have been severely upset if I got a CGC 8.5 on any of them. So I was fortunate enough with that. So I really cannot wait for this to happen. I'm curious to see what the allocated amount is that I could submit. I would assume it's probably close to the 100 card mark, maybe less. I'm not sure. I couldn't imagine it being more than 100 per account. I don't know. It'll be really interesting, because if it's more than that, then I'm gravy, because I'm probably not going to be submitting tons of $100 cards. I got a handful I'd definitely submit, but we'll see how it goes. I side tangent a little bit. The CGC pop report is likely upon us, so really hoping first quarter the latest, maybe the end of this year. That would be amazing. Everyone right now, it is happening now. People are going after some CGC 10 cards and start to speculate which ones are low pop. Are they harder to get than BGS 10s? So the prices of some of those cards we're going to see probably increase here in the very near future, just with the pop report upon us and people speculating what's low, what's high. So it might be a good time to buy, it might not be. So if you take the gamble, it could pay off very well. I'm definitely not a financial advisor, but yesterday purchased a CGC 10 Ancient Mew card from the original movie, and that was pretty huge pickup. The guy had it listed at $750. I picked it up for $400. So always, 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 if there's an offer option, you need to send that dude an offer. Do not always pay the full ask, unless it's just listed that minute and it's a steal. Pick it up, but man, you can usually, like, that was what, almost 50%, 45%. I knocked off that price, going from $750 to $400. PSA 10s are selling for about that price. So I picked up a CGC 10 with subgrades for the same price as a PSA 10 Ancient Mew. And that card is, for those of you who don't know, extremely popular in liquid. There's millions and tons of them out there. I think there's only 10 BGS 10s. And everyone wants it. It's just a very liquid card. Like Charizard, Pikachu, Mew, Ancient Mew. Everybody knows and has nostalgia for this card. So that was a no-brainer for me, just to try and pick it up at a cheap price, and the guy was willing to work with me. And if I list the card, it ain't going to be below $1,000 because it could be a pop one. I don't want to sell that card until the report comes out, which could be upwards of 4 months, or it could be next week, could be today. Just definitely be weary about that. Just always submit offers if you can. Don't go at them with their asking price. Usually most people that are trying to sell have asking or submit an offer. All of my eBay listings do, and 99% of them sell with offers, not with full ask. So usually I'll knock off 8%, 10%. If it's on eBay, it's because I'm trying to sell it. There is a couple cards on there I'm definitely flexing, like my Black Label Zapdos, which is, I think, now listed at 75 grand. If anyone wants to offer on that, shoot me an offer. But I definitely price that thing out of the market so it doesn't sell. So yeah, CGC, the 10s are going to be making some waves. So I think, personal opinion, not a financial advisor, and it has, like, if you look at sold listings, CGC 10s sell higher than PSA 10. Just like BGS 10s. They don't hold the Black Label price. So, like, if you have a perfect 10 CGC card, there isn't many of them, but they're there. And it's all modern, usually. So there's not a whole lot of vintage perfects at all. So there's not really that good comparison. But Black Labels definitely pull a premium over probably a CGC 10 would. I think the gold label BGS is probably right in line with CGC 10. I think CGC 10s will probably overtake that here in the soonish future. We'll see. Unless BGS does start grading cards again. I don't know what they're doing. They're still at the 150 price point. And it just went down to that. Before like this week, you had to go through a middleman. Man, I gotta sneeze. You had to go through a middleman, and that's how you got the $150 price point. Now the 150 is available to everybody, so they are screwed. They need to figure something out because they are going to die. They are quickly becoming the third grading company for Pokemon. As far as sheer quantity, it's eclipsed by CGC and PSA. Just look up what's listed on eBay. There's like a fraction of BGS cards listed. Similarly for PWCC. If you look at PWCC, just search in BGS. There's less than 1,000 of, I think it's less than 500 are BGS cards. They're just screwing themselves. There's going to be less transactions, so less people will be inclined to buy it because there's less comps. But obviously the BGS 10s, people will always hold those cards, but I suggest staying away from anything below a BGS 9.5 because like a BGS 9 is not nearly as good a quality as a PSA 9 at all. Stay away from them, honestly. I digress. PSA, CGC, things are happening. I cannot wait for these coming months. WADA just dropped their pop report. Awesome. Game changer. It is changing the game already for complete and box stuff. This CGC drop will be massive. Let me know what you think. Would you prefer to have pop reports? Like, if we could delete PSA, BGS, no CGC, or would you rather have pop reports of everything? Because before recently, video games were operating that way, where you didn't know how many Super Mario 3s existed. And as you saw the price, some cartridges and games sold for millions of dollars because it was speculative populations. What do you think? Do you think Pokemon could achieve higher without populations? Because then people wouldn't really know the population on cards. They're just going off what's listed for sale or what's sold. Or do you think the populations help? Let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one. Peace.